We'll start this practice in child's pose, grounding down and focusing on your breath. On the next inhale, come to a tabletop position and lift your right arm and your left leg. Bring your elbow and knee to touch. Extend. Repeat this 2 more times. Catch your left foot with your right hand and pull for a half bow pose. Back to tabletop. Repeat on the other side. Catch your right foot with your left hand this time for a half bow pose. Back to tabletop. Transition to downward facing dog and pause. Inhale, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold, placing palms at the back of your head. Coming up to stand. Arms up. Palms at your heart center. Take one more sun salutation A. Halfway lift. High plank. Lower yourself down on your mat. Baby cobra. Release. Inhale, deeper cobra. Release. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll your hips to the right and to the left. One more time. Downward facing dog. Lower down into a tabletop. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Option 2, come onto your left fingertips or take a half bind. Coming back up, lift your right arm, tabletop position. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Option to come onto your right fingertips. Or take a half bind. Release, left arm up, tabletop, and Anahatasana, puppy pose. Coming back up, place forearms on the ground, dolphin pose. Transition into downward facing dog. Inhale, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold forward, ragdoll pose. Coming up to stand, palms to touch, and to your heart center. Tadasana. Inhale, chair pose. Sit a bit deeper. Fold forward. Halfway lift. High plank. Low plank chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Come into warrior one. Palms to touch. Release to high plank. Take your vinyasa. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, warrior one, palms to touch, gazing at the sky. Release to higher plank and take a push up back to higher plank. Move through your vinyasa. Walk your hands to your feet, halfway lift, Padangustasana, catching your big toes and folding forward. Halfway lift, keeping your right big toe, transition to a standing position and straighten your right leg in front of you. Open to the right. Bring it back to center. Release and fold forward. Halfway lift. Padahastasana, palms underneath your soles. Release. Catching your left big toe this time, come to a standing position. Straighten your left leg and open to the left. Back to center. Release. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Wrapping arms around your calves. Release. Lower yourself down into a kneeling position. Placing palms on your lower back, fingers up. Half camel pose. Release and sit on your heels, toes tucked. Prepare for another camel pose. Half camel. Option for a full camel pose, catching your heels with your hands. Coming back up, into a kneeling position. Hands on your lap, palms up, to finish our practice. Connect your palms at your heart, thumbs to third eye. Namaste.